This is Thor, the Mighty Avenger, Walmart exclusive 6-inch movie series Thor figure. The figure is part of the first wave of the Thor Mighty Avenger 6-inch figure toy line. And it is a beautiful figure, which we'll get to in a little while. First things first, packaging, as always. It's a bigger version of the 4-inch or 3 3/4 scale packaging, exactly the same design, even the Avengers Assemble logo in the upper right hand corner, even the picture of Chris photoshopped into it, even has a warning label. Exactly the same design. Here's the rest of the assortment. Exactly the same design as the 3 3/4 of the figure packaging. Even the flaps are the same, so pretty cool. Putting back as a bit of a size comparison. Oh, excuse me. For size comparison, Avengers Assemble. Here are the other 6-inch figures that Paramount and Hasbro are turning into movies. This is the 6-inch movie series Captain America, which is also a Walmart exclusive. It's in, as you can see, it's in very good scale with Thor. Thor is like the biggest among the three, which is, you know, as it should be, because he is, in fact, an Asgardian, and he is the God of Thunder. So great scale in terms of 6-inch. So he stands about almost 7 inches. I don't have the Marvel Select Thor, so don't ask me to compare it to him. This is also the Walmart exclusive Mark 6 Iron Man, which I realize has been repackaged into the Armored Avenger series of 6-inch figures. But anyway, they're all Walmart exclusives, in my opinion, in my book. So they look great together. If you already started with the 6-inch collection for Iron Man, you gotta get these two, not unless you hate them. But with the upcoming Avengers movie, this is a great ensemble to build. Certainly the fact that they are Walmart exclusives and very, very difficult to come by, especially if you don't have Walmart. Just like here in Manila, we don't have Walmart, so you gotta get it somewhere else. Anyway, so that's a bit of a size comparison. Again, great scale with the two other Avengers. Thor, Hasbro did this one correctly. Kudos to the design team who actually decided to keep everything in scale for the 6-inch figures. So, get rid of that. Focus on the figure itself. Let me just straighten him out. On. It's just open him up, so it's a little bit tight in the joints. So anyway, just stand him up properly to his full height. Okay. So there he is, the God of Thunder, Thor. Still kind of looks goofy with his helmet on. But here he is with his 3 3/4 scale counterpart. Look great together. This one, I actually like the paint apps more on this one. The scheme. I'm talking about the scheme. But quality control wise, this one has better quality control. On paint apps. There's still some of that chipping on the chest plate, some tarnishing on the silver paint on some of the plates, which you'll have to look out for when you're picking figures on the shelf. But overall, the paint apps are great compared to the 3 3/4 figures, as you can see. But I like the scheme on this because they've actually painted the helmet in light silver, whereas this one, it's like a dull gray. I don't understand. I don't get it. They had a lot of paint. They used a lot of paint on the I mean, they do have the silver paint, There's no question that they painted the plate silver, the sleeve silver. So I don't understand why they didn't paint this one silver. And it is like the only one that's been painted in that dull gray. There's nothing else. Even this one, it's not. It's a shiny metallic gray. It's not the same. I don't think it's the same paint. That is the only one with a different paint app out of all the pieces of this figure, and I don't understand why they had to do that. They could have saved costs by not using that paint and just using leftover paint from the sleeves. So just like this one, and as you can see, they've used the paint on this one, I think, to do that. But anyway, that's probably the only problem I have with this figure, just the paint apps on the helmet. But everything else is just fantastic. If you love this line, you're gonna love this 6-inch figure. And it's sort of the redeeming line for Hasbro's 3 3/4 scale. Out of all the disappointments that we've had with the 4-inch scale or 3 3/4 scale, this line just sort of redeems the design team for Thor. He comes with his his hammer, Mjolnir, excuse me, which has a strap, rubbery plastic, it's bendy. He can hold it in his right hand. Excuse me. He can hold it on his right hand. He can also hold it on his left hand, but amazingly, I've been trying to pry his fingers open, but they've been molded. The index finger and the thumb has been molded together. So if you want him to hold you want to play him lefty, you'll have to insert it through the top of the circle, like that, which is not bad. It's still pretty cool, which will allow you to have him hold his hammer with 2 hands. I was able to do it a while ago. Here we go, which is pretty cool. Like that. And as you can see, compared to the 3 3/4 scale, he has the more modern articulation, more Marvel Universe-y type of articulation in terms of the hips, which we'll get to that now. Oh wait, his cape is made of a rubbery plastic, a little bit sturdier than the one they use for the hammer, so you can balance him very well. Knee joints are still soft. I don't think Hasbro's ever going to solve that, as well as the elbow joints. He's got a ball jointed neck that's on a hinge, as you can see. This thing comes off very easily, at least on my figure. He's got a ball jointed upper torso. Wait, let me just get rid of that. He's got a ball jointed upper torso, just like the 3 3/4 figure. Ball hinge, shoulders, swivel, bicep swivel, double hinge elbows, swivel wrist. He's got a ball hinge hip, thigh swivel, double hinge knee, and ball hinge ankle. A little more on the hip. The peg is still at a very acute angle like that. I would have wanted it a little bit more flat, a flatter angle onto his crotch, but as it is, that's why it's very difficult to pose him. The thing rotates at a very, very steep angle, which is still very difficult to manipulate, in my opinion. I wish they could have pegged it a little bit closer to his crotch. And nothing, no sexual allusions there. But I'm just saying, just to make the figure a little bit more manageable and pliable, it would have been nicer if they pegged it a little bit at an angle, rather than very obliquely straight up. So, great paint apps all over. Again, wonderful design of the 6-inch, except for the helmet and that angled hip joint. It is a very good Thor figure. If you can spot this on retail in North America, at your local Wal-Mart, everywhere else you'll have to check out your local toy stores on which one actually holds the Wal-Mart exclusives. If you can find it on retail, pay retail price. Please do not get this for more than retail. I mean, just wait it out. It's gonna come in your area, and if it doesn't, just get it off a decent price on online stores. But do not pay scalper price for this figure. It's great as it is, but I don't think it's too great that you'd have to pay scalper price. So there you go. Once again, a very, very nice figure. Congratulations to the Hasbro team for designing a very good 6-inch Thor figure. There you go. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it insightful. If you want to know my latest toy purchases and upcoming reviews, please follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/fxfranz. And there you go. The Thor, the Mighty Avenger, Walmart exclusive 6-inch movie series Thor figure. Thanks for watching.